Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. This is Dr. Rao coming to you live the afternoon of this day. Um, I'm kind of very happy to announce something that is a new initiative for me. Um, I basically want to serve the elderly people because I know their uh, plight for a long time, and I've been doing this in the practice. So I'm extending the service privately now to the people who are really in the middle. That means they are not getting the government help and they are not rich enough to buy the nursing home care or rest home care, right? So the service is going to be opportunities for them to be online to learn things from me and also to really pursue whatever makes that meaningful or purposeful for them in their life. Okay, that's the purpose. So I will tell you the story how this has evolved and then how I have come to this stage where I want to do this service. You see, I was in geriatric medicine from 1983 to 85, and then I moved to internal medicine, right? So what happened there was the uh, the geriatric medicine showed me how the geriatric patients really are not really taken care of because in America, old age is really not good to grow into because people don't find you valuable, people don't give you the value, or the financial resources are gone and you are not in a position to work again. And a lot of people have no energy to do anything either. So they end up in a nursing home and then they filter it out. But then lately, people are living longer. The people are living in their own houses, and they want to do something outside the house or in the house through the internet, so that they can have some good time with some things, right? Um, Around the universities, there are programs where people can get into membership, like I'm talking about, and then they get to go and learn some music, go and learn some language, or go and do swimming, go and do some exercise, do pilates, or do tai chi, do yoga. So number of things you can do without really going far into the distance. So I thought, why I offer several services like that? Why don't I combine and then make it available for elderly people, so that for a small monthly fee, they can really access me and then do those programs that they will like, whatever they like. They could be talking about a book club. I can suggest good books, and in my book club, they can listen to good music if they want to, and then they can do yoga with me. They can do breathing exercise with me. They can do meditation. They can do different things on Zoom, like I'm doing now. I just will make them invite into my wellness club, into things that I do with webinars or master classes and all that. I can prepare them how to deal with their doctor better, how to deal with the health system better, how to understand the new technology, for example, or any number of factors. Main thing is the lonely, lost elderly, but still have some energy, some life in them. They can opt to make themselves learn something new. That's a very good thing for their aging, and also make their life more meaningful and purposeful for them if they take up programs that can be good for them, right? So they start. I'm starting this program. It will be on my website pretty soon, and people can sign up from anywhere, and then they will be spending 1 or 2 hours with me, and they can always take interest in the programs, and then whoever is interested, I will be working with them. Okay, so the program offerings will be many. Like we have offerings of wellness club in the morning, and we have offerings of where we sit down and talk about topics on my Conquer Burnout website, not website, the Facebook group. And then they can also have a good reading of this. I can train them about sleep or relaxation or any number of online games that they could play with each other. So basically provide them an avenue where they don't feel they are lonely and they are desperate and they don't have anything to do and just to watch the TV. A lot of people want to get away from that, right? So this is like a give them more penchant for life, more activity in life. Like for example, somebody is losing the muscle tone. We can help them to get that with strands or simple small weights, not even weights, bottles, water bottles. You can take them and do I can teach them chain yoga. I can teach them head to toe yoga. So any number of things I do with the different people. We're going to make them try it out, and whatever that suits them, that really they enjoy it, they will go through the menu of offerings that we have, and then they can sign up in this particular club, and then they have an agenda what when it is going to be available, and they can go and try them out. Okay, so this is a incentive, is an initiative that came to me just like that. And then when I was listening to a story that in the universities are doing this to the people there, the people have to live around there and they can go there. Maybe in the weather it's not prepared, but this way online I can do it. I can reach many people from all over. So I thought all my experience, all my insights into geriatric life, all my insights into how to make anybody really make their life meaningful and purposeful. That's what I'm doing with many of the young people and also old people now. So I thought I will extend it to the people I don't know and people who are out there looking for a service like that. Let's see how that goes. It will be another service I'm going to propose. I'm going to give it, and then take care of the elderly as much as we can, and then give them alternative to live well, to be happy with what they are doing, right? And also, people are left alone by their kids, and how to understand philosophy, how to go deeper spiritual aspects of what I know, how I kind of made my uh, um retirement age more like a very meaningful, very purposeful, and I do come and talk about a lot of deeper things which are good for me and good for other people too. So that kind of thing. I hope this will get encouragement, and then I hope people will take advantage of this program and really help themselves to figure it out what is good for them, what is like for example, if they are sitting in the chair and watching TV, obviously it is not good. So we can teach them how to really tune themselves up with small dumbbells in the chair or out of the chair, or they can use strands to make them much more tuned up. So that kind of thing, and I can teach them yoga, which they can do very easily. So number of ideas are there, number of offerings are there. So it's the question of starting the program and seeing what people like, what people want, and then we will at least we will be their pals, their friends first, and then we are going to service their needs, and then we're going to encourage them to use the facilities as much as possible. We can create small areas of rooms that people can come in, and then experiment with them. Okay, book reading, for example, I may suggest a book, or somebody else may suggest a book, but you can make them such a way that book could be inspiring, and maybe it could be a good person like Nelson Mandela, or anybody like that, the heroes and all that. And we can introduce them to intricacies of music in a major way. And also we can introduce them of what is art, how it is done, whatever art they want to take it up, that's fine too. If you are the language, there's a lot of AI programs now that they can do that. So we can introduce these elderly people who are not used to AI and the technology to hasten their life, to augment their life, that kind of thing. So what it is I kind of figured out what are the problems with the elderly population in this country. I have dealt with it for a couple of decades actually, and I have ran these small programs in a piecemeal way in the nursing homes or at home. People are living, and many of the elderly people, they don't want to be losing their independence. They want to live in their own house. But if they're living in their own house and instead of getting no visitors or boredom, only some kind souls may go and visit them, But a lot of people are left alone, right? So they go into the TV mode, and then which is not good for their mind, and they don't have any stimulation, and then they lose interest in their life and all that. So I have seen all of that. So creating incentive for some new activity will really give them the incentive that they want to spend the day at least, And then if they are through that, they are helping somebody, or they are making a friendship with somebody, or they are really being a elderly guide to a young person, something like that will make their life more purposeful. That's one of the reasons a lot of elderly people suffer, is because they don't have purpose in life. So we can figure that all out, and then just to trying to have a clarity in your mind is itself a very very good thing. I also trained my patients how to use other doctors or system, or how labs or the hospitals, specialists and all that, right? That took a special interest because we needed to know the system. We need to know what are the intricacies where they will take advantage of these elderly people, versus where they can really provide them something that they can value, right? For example, somebody has a shoulder surgery. We used to spend time to find out which surgeon is going to be doing the most surgeries in his lifetime, and who is available for us to really take care of this kind of the insurance coverage and all that problem. But then sometimes the shoulder function is very important to get back. So we used to um, hunt for the surgeon like that, and also taught the family how to do that, and they were able to do that. And also we provided prescription coverage help, right, so that they can get the um, best price for their medications, And also we kind of investigated on the free supply of medications by some companies, and then we used to help them to fill the papers that are needed and get those things. So navigating through the health system is something I'm very familiar with, because I worked for 4 decades in that, right? And also I understand the problems of the elderly, because they used to come and say, "Doc, either I have to buy my insulin or I have to eat. If I buy only insulin, I don't have any money to eat. What do you want to do?" Then we used to. This was before all the insulin is made available, much cheaper now. So there are situations like that. Okay, insurance company rejections, and then insurance company bad behavior. We used to monitor and then help the patients to doctors themselves. We used to refer to people who will be more kind and compassionate to these people than somebody who is really nasty with them. Some people are good, but some people are like that. So we had to find that out. And we we took care of the eyes and ears mostly, because if you have good eyes and good ears, you can enjoy life. So early detection of this, and then asking them to uh, really go there, and help the elderly. That was a good thing too. So any number of services that I have done in the clinic over several decades, I'm going to bring some of it into this online community. Now I have not looked to form a community up until so far, because I was always servicing whoever comes to me or whoever I go to. Now I'm going to really create a community and make friendships between those people who are there, and then make them really enjoy this new friendships, the new relationships, involving them in activities and in writing stuff and all that will be good too. We can have contests like somebody write an article on a certain topic, or we can also bring in a lot of current affairs to them. Any number of things we can share. Basically, we want to be there for them to spend some time to beat the loneliness, to beat the desperation, and also not having the facilities around. All those things we can take it on. Okay. I'm very happy that we have come to this conclusion. Me and my company, BAPAL, and my wife, and everybody is very, very supportive of this, and they want to help the elderly too. So, and then elderly people with a lot of wisdom, they can teach the young people. We can combine with the young people that I have. I know about it, and then they can in wellness club. A lot of young people come, and we will put those young people, old people together. That way, they will have more online meetups. In my Facebook group, or Discord, or any of that. So we can create for the elderly especially, so that they don't have to buy anything, sell anything, but just use those offerings that I'm providing for them. That way I'm serving them. That's the main thing. Okay. And in the process, if they lead a very meaningful, purposeful life for them, which is very, 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 very good for me. So that's what I'm looking for. um, I know everybody has different ideas about this. We will be taking those ideas also into account as we start and develop this. I already have a charter. I already have a list of offerings. I already have asked my social media post to prepare a Canva post, so that we can put this all over, and then give a landing page on my website where they can go and sign up for that. And then as soon as they sign up, as we gather at least a few people, then we will start the program, and it will be on a regular basis, so that they will be happy to go there and enjoy those offerings that I have. The ebooks, the courses, the articles are all there. I have some 60 ebooks so people can read about. If you want to learn about life, if you want to understand ancient wisdom, if you want to understand a particular way of meditation, or any of those things are there, or you want to manage yourself better, time management, your way of getting along with people, public relations, any number of things, how to make a public speech. Those things are there. They can go and they are all my courses, my things. They can go and explore them. So initially, it is going to be with me. I will spend with the time with them, and I'll make sure that they understand what we're trying to do, and then use those services. So that's what I want to tell you guys, and I want to record this so that people, whoever listen to it, will know that this kind of service is there. And if their elderly parents or grandparents are anywhere near using this, that they are able to talk and listen and understand and want to do some of the elderly don't have any energy. They are just confined to the bed. We are not looking for that. We are looking for the good 70s, good 80s, good 60s, that they can move and they can take interest, they can learn things and all that. Or they can just come and sit down, listen to the music and enjoy that, things like that. Okay, so these rooms will be used, and then social media will be an avenue for them to come and participate. For example, I'm talking about something like how do you deal with the heat of the summer. That's a relevant subject, right? Then they can come and listen to that. Suppose I'm providing some feedback on what is happening with the Medicare, they can come and listen. So any number of things I do are happening isolated, but now we will make sure the other people know, and they come as audience, and then they use that. Okay, so we are not charging anything for them to come here, and we kind of try to educate many people on wellness, so they can listen to those kind of talks. If they can come here to other people also, they can listen to them. But many people are not enrolled, I believe. But if they're enrolled, and I think they will be happy to. So if they come to me, I say, "Oh, are you a member of N.E.W?" And if they say they're not, then we will encourage them to join. So and take advantage of the many coaches here, many services here. Okay, that kind of thing. So those are all thoughts as I talk. They are coming to me, and then I'm trying to develop this program for the good of those elderly people that are walking, that are talking, that are doing everything, but then they are left alone. They feel loneliness, and some people may not have a spouse too, so they or they have to deal with issues of dying and grief and all that. I'm there for that also, because that's my expertise, right? And we will talk about number of different things that people can use. I am kind of very happy that we have come to the conclusion, because I know old age is pretty suffering in United States. They may get some facilities that also become difficult. Many Floridians, they have very very good homes, but in their homes they are lonely, and they're not eating very well, and they don't have money also to support themselves for the daily things. That's the status of elderly in not all, but some of them. So it is getting tougher. It's getting much more difficult for people to have a good life, where people are around, people are talking to them, or activities are there that they could won't participate, and new areas of learning, or finding some activities that they could do, that they can feel they are fulfilled and contributing to the day, right? So that's the gist of it, and I will be talking more about it. I'll give you more information on how to sign people up, and as the advertise this around, and not only just this app, but other people too will be given to. Hopefully, I'll get some encouragement and support on this, and let's join together and help the elderly people to live a more engaging life, that they are learning, they're participating, and they are really find some meaningfulness, and also some purpose in those activities, and thereby they live gracefully, they age gracefully, and then they are really pass on with dignity. Okay, that's what we are trying to do. Okay, thank you, and I will be talking to you again. Bye bye.